Hey YouTube, it's Eric. I have been out of the loop and I apologize. But I'm here and I can't believe it's been a month already. It's been a month since I've had my VSG surgery. Um, so it is the week of August 8th at some point. I don't even know what day. I think it's the 3rd. But I'm considering this my 1 week surgery or my 1 month surgiversary. So that's exciting. So just to give you a little stats and some run through here, I started the journey at 277.7 and I am currently at 233.5 for a total weight loss of 44.2 pounds, which is great. I'm not getting into like surgery weight and last week's weight and this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's all the same, the end result. I'd rather just, give you total weight loss. So that's that. So since I've kind of been MIA for like the last 3 weeks, I figured I'd kind of fill you in, so this might be kind of a lengthy video. But they're not in any particular order. So yeah, that's it. So here's what you missed the last 3-4-ish weeks. I shed weight like crazy the first and second weeks, and then I hit a stall my 3rd week, which I've been noticing is kind of typical. So I wasn't really concerned about that. I just kind of kept trucking through, making the right food choices, and my stall finally broke this past weekend. So I'm very happy about that. My emotions since surgery have been out of control. They're kind of leveling out now, which is great. But for the first few weeks there, I was either really, really, really happy or really, really, really sad. To the point where like, if I were sad, just thinking about my mom being at the hospital, with me, just was too much for me to handle. I was overwhelmed. It was insane. I'm happy to say that has passed. So no more crying. Yeah, and then just on the happier end of things, that's always great. But I've leveled out. With the weight loss, I'm just generally overall feeling a lot better. I used to have clinical migraines, and I would get a really massive migraine once, maybe twice a week, to the point where they were debilitating. I had to get nauseous. I had to go into a room and sleep for like 2 hours to kind of knock it out. I haven't gotten, I had only one, and it's because I had a long span between my meals, and I didn't plan properly, and I was hungry, and that's why I got the migraine. But this is amazing. I grew up with these migraines, and now not to have them is awesome. So I'm feeling really good. So yeah. Another thing that you've missed that I haven't updated you on is getting used to eating again is kind of rough. I'm a very fast eater. I used to work retail when I was a lot younger, and having to plan my meals around a half-hour lunch break, I used to just wolf my lunch or dinner down, and that was it. You can't do that now with your sleeve. Any reputable program will tell you that you have to take time in between your protein, your starches, and da. Old habits die hard, and you'll learn the fast way that it feels like you're being punched in your stomach when you try and force too much food down your stomach. So learning the feeling of being full again, it's a completely different type of feeling of full for me, at least. Um, it's much higher up. It's almost like um, near my breastbone, almost. It's weird. But that's, I guess, that's the tippy top of my stomach, and that's where things get full. Chandra had talked about in one of her videos where if she drinks or if she ingests anything, food or whatever, it sits at the top, and then she can feel like almost like a door open and it goes down. I have the same exact thing. It's weird, but I only notice that when I am nearing being full. One of the things that is also neat that I noticed a lot of people get, and I'm kind of happy I do because it's a trigger for me, is that I get the hiccups. Anytime that I'm full or I'm reaching my full point, I'll start getting the hiccups, and that's when I know I need to stop. And speaking of hiccups, when I was in the hospital, I had really, really bad hiccups. So I can certainly identify with anyone who's been experiencing hiccups after surgery because they are the worst. Slim Jims have been my jam. I hate powdered protein. Still trying to find something good that I like. But I've been living like on eggs and Slim Jims and cheese just to try and get some sort of protein in me. I'm actually doing really well with protein. I'm not going to make it seem like I suck at it. But, I know I could probably be doing better once I have a protein that I like. So, until then, Slim Jims and eggs and whatnot, they're doing well. My incisions are healing very nicely. I guess maybe one day I'll do an incision video. But everything's healing up really well. I did have one, not really a problem, but weird thing happen with the larger incision, which is on this side. I didn't have stitches. I had steri strips, but underneath of the skin, there were dissolvable stitches under my skin. With the larger incision, and one night I noticed that one of the stitches had actually popped through the end of the stitch with the little knot on it, and I was doing some research online. It turns out if your dissolvable stitch comes up and is in the air, it won't dissolve, so you need to cut it back. So I just cut it back. Everything's been fine. I have noticed though that even before that happened, the larger stitch hurts the most out of all of them. Not necessarily hurts, but it's just sore. I find myself at work sometimes just kind of holding that incision. I do a lot of walking around at work. And my skin is also very sensitive between that incision and the incision right above my belly button. I actually lost feeling on my skin there, which is totally normal apparently. But as the feeling is starting to come back, my skin is extremely sensitive, so my shirt rubbing against that all day long is just causing discomfort. So I feel like I'm in pain, but I'm not. It's just weird. Anyway, they're healing nicely. My partner is begging me to get cocoa butter to put it on there, but I feel like saying I was in like a fight and I had like a knife and it, some crazy war story, but I digress. I am experiencing, for the first time in my life, huge acid reflux. It's like nothing I've ever experienced in my life, and thankfully I have medication for it. it only started out because I wasn't taking the medicine, and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to or not. So the one day I came in with massive acid reflux, and I said, "Screw it, I'm taking it," and it helped a lot. Actually, eradicated it altogether. So I've been taking it every day, and doing good. I also wanted to talk quickly about my hospital stay. I haven't touched on this before, but first of all, kudos to Bryn Mawr Hospital. The staff there are amazing. Dr. Ng did a fabulous job. But I did all this preparation with my YouTube and, getting my bag together, make sure I had all my ducks in a row. I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch this movie and it's going to be great. I'm just going to recover. No. If anyone else is like me, if I'm in pain or discomfort, I just want to be left the hell alone, leave me do my own thing. I felt bad for family and friends that came up to see me because I was just out of it. I'm on so many painkillers, and I have to get up and walk around, and I'm nauseous, and it's not fun. And I just want to sleep all the time. So I kind of felt like all that preparation might have been good for somebody else, but not for me. So that's just my 2 cents there. So depending on how you tolerate pain, don't be disappointed if you can't watch your, Home Alone in the hospital, because I know I was. But anyway, moving on, I'm winding up here. So just to, like I said, I'm down 44.2 pounds, which is great. I'm also down pant sizes. So I went from wearing a 40 to 42 waist, and I'm down to a 36, 38, which is amazing. I'm wearing shorts that I haven't worn in probably close to 6 years. It's pretty wild. I actually can't believe I held on to shorts that I couldn't wear for 6 years, which is, I think, even more wild. But what can I say? I'm glad I did. I'm actually, since the summer's kind of winding down, there are a lot of stores are having clearance sales, so I'm picking up like little things here and there just to try and get me through the transition. My work pants I can't even wear anymore, so I had to pick up new ones. My belt, I'm on the last belt loop, so I have to pick up a new belt. Yeah, I don't know. Trucking along. Another cool thing, I'll be moving in a few weeks. So I have a whole new setting behind me. No more blue wall with, well, I'll still have my headboard, but new setting, new place. I'll be moving into to my building in Philadelphia. So I'll be getting out of Amish country, which is very exciting, and back to civilization. So that pretty much wraps this up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these monthly or weekly or what. I'm still trying to figure that out. It seems like everyone does them weekly, which is fantastic. But I'm finding that this really consumes a lot of my life between, making sure I'm eating right and then resting because I'm exhausted from, either working or going out. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. It's all part of the journey. But that's it. So I guess I'll chat with you all later. I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.